RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Friday afternoon Riverbend Baseball. It's the Marquette Explorers and the Roxana Shells. Sunshine, temperature into the 70s, and it is a beautiful day for South Central Conference boys baseball. Lots of action going on again today and tomorrow in baseball, softball, soccer, tennis, and track. And it's baseball here on the radio. Marquette and Roxana, and with Louis Korak, this is Brent Birkland with you from Roxana Park, and we're ready for more here this afternoon on a great day, Louis.
Where's that button that I can hit for a buzzer of approval when you said 70s? That's beautiful.
That's perfect.
That's music there.
Now, this weekend may be too hot, though.
Well,
mid to upper 80s.
Would you rather deal with hot or what we dealt with when we first started doing these games?
That's very true. Very true. The two head coaches talking with the two umpires here at home plate. Marquette coach Joe Silkwood, Roxana baseball coach Mike Arbuthnot. They are meeting with the umpires here, so we're just a few minutes away from getting things started. Marquette with a record of 6-6. They played yesterday and beat Jerseyville. Roxana's been off a couple of days. They have a record of 6-5. But as we know, Roxana started 0-5. Now they're 6-5 on the year.
Well, Arb talked to us a couple weeks ago about wanting to get on a roll, and once they got that win against Jersey, excuse me, I think that really was kind of a springboard game here for them, and they've definitely used it and taken it to their advantage. They haven't lost since they lost their first 5 games, and they had a pretty tough schedule early on, but they've certainly made it pay off here recently with a string of wins, and they're on a roll and playing very confident ball right now.
They haven't played since Tuesday night when they were down at GCS Ballpark when they beat Metro East Lutheran, but their winning streak against Gillespie, Jerseyville, Litchfield, and they won a doubleheader over Dupo last weekend and again beat Metro East Tuesday night down at GCS. So Roxana's been off since Tuesday night, and Coach Arbuthnot emailed me this morning saying the tarp is on. That's when we had the rain overnight. So the tarp has been lifted and the sunshine prevailing here, and it is a beautiful day for baseball. The Explorers and the Shells coming up. We'll take a quick break here and be back with more pregame in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Zeiser Kia, the ultimate buying experience.
Gas prices are soaring, and so is the cost to own a car. I want to help lower that cost, so I'm here to make you this offer. If your car is financed, stop by Zeiser to see how we can help. If you qualify for financing and we can't lower your cost of ownership, we'll fill up your tank just for stopping by. And with Kia's great warranty and top fuel economy, we could literally save you thousands a year.
It's gonna be huge!
Visit us in St. Peters, Wood River, or on the web at stlouiskia.com.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money, too.
Catcher batting fourth, followed by Harder and Silkwood. Silkwood, the DH. Anderson, Senior, and Peterball, the bottom three in the batting order for Coach Joe Silkwood as we get ready to play here at about 4:30. It looks like will be indeed our start time here today, and both teams scheduled to play tomorrow. Should be good weather-wise then as well, with temperatures expected to be well into the 80s for both Saturday and Sunday, and then the rain maybe Sunday or Sunday night.
Good day to sit in and watch the Masters, right?
That's a good idea, sure. For the weekend. Right now we watch baseball right here in the Riverbend, and Coming up, it's going to be Schrank against Touche, and that'll get us started here today. Both teams at 6 wins on the season. And Touche, a right-hander for Roxana, gets ready to hopefully get some innings in and hopefully go a long way for his coach today, Mike Arbuthnot. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter as Touche starts the day, his 5th start of the year. A record of 2-1, and he throws outside, ball 1, and we are underway.
Right at 4:30, these guys knew what they were doing, didn't they?
Waiting and waiting till 4:30. There's a ground ball hit to the hole left side. Shortstop has it. Throw to first and out at first by a step. McPeak throwing out Schrank at first base.
Good play because Briggs tried to make a stab at it. He dove and could not come up with it once it gets into that deep hole. It's a long throw for McPeak. He gets a good, strong throw over there to get his man by about a step. Nice play, nice defense to start off the game.
Second hitter, Fisher digs in, center fielder. He's ready to go, and Brogan Fisher takes a ball low and away. It's off the plate. Digs back in and ready to go again. And he shoots one on one, hop to the shortstop, McPeak again. He throws to first, out at first, 2 down.
Well, McPeak certainly showed up to play defense here today and makes a couple of nice plays. That one hit on a line. Nice shot by Fisher, but hit it to the wrong spot, right at his man. A good, nice charity one hop, and McPeak makes another good, strong throw, but that's Marquette's got to be encouraged. That's a couple of hard-hit balls right off the bat here in this game.
That'll bring in the number 3 hitter, 2 up, 2 down, and the pitcher Sterrett will roll one. Guess where? To short. McPeak throws to first. Out there. 3 ground ball outs to the shortstop, Chase McPeak. 1, 2, 3 go the Explorers. Bottom of the first coming up for the Shells. No score in Roxana. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand-name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee, quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
Bottom of the first inning coming up, and Marquette takes the field. Right-hander Derek Sterrett will be the starting pitcher here today for the blue and white. And Coach Mike Arbuthnot coaching down at third, and his batting order looks like this today. McPeak, Briggs, and Perry, the top 3. The middle 3, Singleton, Carlisle, and Odell. The bottom 3, Touche, Roberson. The DH bats for Martz, and Little will bat 9th. So McPeak, Briggs, and Perry to step up here in the bottom of the first inning.
5-pitch inning for Touche, a good way to start. Keep the pitch count down, get the offense ready to go in a scoreless game. Hope to get a jump out here, get a lead, and go back to work in the second inning.
Chase McPeak, who retired all 3 Explorers in the top of the inning, will bat here to start the bottom of the first inning. As the fans continue to file in here and watch Marquette and Roxana to start their weekend here on a Friday afternoon. Sunshine, and again, temperature in the mid-70s as we play SCC baseball today. Other SCC action today, the Oilers against the Paiso Birds. They're playing today in baseball and softball. Marquette and Roxana right here, and 3:15 down the lines. It's 3:55 to the alleys here at Roxana Park. 3:70 to dead center field, and McPeak takes inside ball one. We're underway in the bottom half of the first inning. Marquette beating Jerseyville yesterday, 10-5. Of course, we know Roxana's already 1-1 against Jerseyville, so these two teams familiar with the Jersey Panthers.
Man, is that right? 11 errors in one game by one team. That's a lot.
That's too many. There's a tap to third. Third baseman throws McPeak out. It goes Silkwood to Schrank. One out in the first.
Good job by Silkwood to step in there. Rule of thumb is if the third baseman can make a play, go ahead and do it because it's a shorter throw, make a quicker throw to get your runner out. And that time he was able to make a play there instead of putting the pressure on Senior to get deep into short and make a long throw. It would have been tough.
There's a fly ball into short right. Right fielder coming in. I'm not sure that he saw it in the sun as Anderson plays it on a hop, and it's a hit for Jordan Briggs to right field.
Well, that is the sun field out there, and kind of a Bermuda Triangle place where the second baseman couldn't reach it. Right fielder couldn't reach it. Certainly the first baseman couldn't reach it. And we've got our first base runner of the game on a hit. 1 on, 1 out.
That'll bring in Brad Perry. Starrett, by the way, making his third start. Looks like no record for him this year. 0-0, and here is Brad Perry, the left fielder. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. The pitch, swing and a pop foul over near the Marquette dugout, and a long run for everybody, but it is out of play. Just beyond the dugout, third base side, where Marquette sits today as the visitors. Roxana, the home team, in the first base dugout.
There's a lot of foul real estate here in this ballpark, so don't ever give up on a ball here. I mean, if you've never been here before, come check out the backstop and see where it is. That'll give you an indication.
Stretch. And now they step off with the runner going, but he beats it as nobody's covering second base. Starrett flipped it to the second baseman, Peter ball, but Briggs beat him to the bag, and he's there with 1 out.
Well, number one, Jordan Briggs took off way too soon there. Number two, middle infielders got to recognize that and be able to give their pitcher somebody to throw a ball to, because they would have had him dead to rights, but nobody really paying attention, and Jordan Briggs takes the free base.
This pitch is upstairs for a ball. It's 2-1 now to Brad Perry, the left-handed hitter. Jacob Singleton will follow, then Jacob Carlisle.
A base hit could give us our first run of the game.
The stretch by Starrett. Derrick brings it home. Breaking ball is a fly ball into center field. Center fielder Fisher is under it. Briggs halfway, and he'll go back as Fisher squeezes it 2 down.
Little lazy fly out to medium short center. Just a couple of strides over to his right. Fisher makes the play. Keeps the runner at second base, and there's 2 outs there now for the cleanup hitter Singleton, looking to give his team a lead here.
Singleton, .447 batting average so far this season. He's a right-handed batter and calls timeout. Home plate umpire will give him timeout here before Starrett makes the pitch. Starrett and Touche, the 2 starters today. Marquette in the field right now. Home half of the first inning, no score. The pitch is low, ball 1. Singleton at the dish. Another pitch, another ball, and it's 2-0 now. 0-0 with Briggs taking a lead at second base. 2 down. They try to keep him close to the bag at second. The middle infielders for Marquette. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. Strike 1. Again, the Oilers and the Piasaw Birds meeting today. Also, you have CM baseball today at O'Fallon. That's a night game tonight at 7 on the AstroTurf at O'Fallon. Here's the stretch by Sterrett. He'll bring another one to Singleton. It is low and away. First base open here to the cleanup hitter. It's 3-1.
Well, you can definitely be choosy here now if you're Singleton, but Sterrett also, you don't want to make too big of a mistake here with a base open because Singleton can make you pay for it.
Foul ball straight back to the screen. He was on that one. It's 3-2.
Now you're locked in on one pitch. He got what he wanted and just missed it.
Where's number 13 on his jersey? Roxana, white jerseys trimmed in the blue. A little bit of red trim as well. And Sterrett to Singleton again. Foul ball off to the right. Pitch up in his eyes. Ball 4, but he fouled it away.
Yeah, he went after a freebie there. Certainly would have been given a ball if he takes that pitch, but went up hacking, fouled it off.
Briggs with another lead at second base. 2 down, first inning. Another to Singleton on the way. Another payoff pitch. Up and in, ball 4, and here comes Jacob Carlisle now.
A couple of runners on base now, and center fielder Carlisle to the dish. 2 outs, so not really much hurt there, and looks like Robertson will pinch run for Singleton at first base.
Batter is Carlisle from the right side. Danny Robertson, number 2, running at first. And here we go with Carlisle digging in, right side. 2 on, 2 out. Here's Sterrett bringing it in, ball high. Now Sterrett threw more pitches to Singleton than Touche had in the entire first inning.
Yes. Touche had a 5-pitch first inning.
But Sterrett has thrown a lot more pitches than that here, bottom of the first. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1 to Carlisle.
Looked like that one was right down the chute. Came up empty.
Everybody ready to go again. A lead at first and second for the Shells runners. Sterrett again brings it home, and this time it's a strike call. Down around the belt, inside corner.
Good pitch, good location there.
One ball, 2 strikes. Jared Odell next, then Ryan Touche, the pitcher. For Coach Mike Arbuthnot, record of 6-5 after starting 0-5. Low for a ball. Pitches keep coming from Sterrett here in the first inning. Yesterday, Tyler Moore, the winner over Jerseyville, as Marquette won that game 10-5.
Here comes pitch number 20.
It's on the way. It's high for a ball.
Well, he's run it full now to consecutive batters here.
Got McPeak to ground out, then Briggs with a single that he dumped into short right, then a fly out by Perry to center. Singleton walked, and now Carlisle at 3-2. Runners will go. 2 on, 2 out. Here we go. It's high. It's another walk. Back-to-back walks. Bases are loaded for the Shells.
Here comes Joe Silkwood. You knew it wouldn't take much. He was going to make a trip here, and you're in danger of opening up a can of worms here with the back-to-back walks with 2 outs. And Odell's going to step to the dish, and you remember you and I saw him here a couple weeks ago against Jersey. He's got some pop. He was able to plug a double in the left center field, so they're out there for him with the bases loaded.
Coach Arbuthnot looking over his base runners at first, second, and third. Bases full of Shells, and a long visit at the mound for Coach Silkwood as the home plate umpire is going to head out there and break up this meeting. And Odell is going to try to work some 2-out magic for the Shells here and Maybe they can get on the board first. Odell's going to dig in from the right side. Starrett. Again, with over 20 pitches here in the first inning, and he'll have to make some more to get out of this jam now. 2-out jam. It was a runner on at second with 2 down, but back-to-back walks. And there's a hit by pitch. Just got him on the uniform, the jersey there on the arm, and it's going to be an RBI. Hit batsman, 1-0, Roxana.
Well, that's as easy an RBI as you're going to get. And Odell takes one. Not necessarily takes one for the team, because I don't think it got much of him, if at all. And if anything, it grazes the jersey. Boy, that's the easiest way you can pick up an RBI, but he'll take it.
There's a ball low, ball 1, and the Shells have not done anything this inning, but they have a run. Even the single was just dumped into short right, a little blooper. 2 walks, a hit batsman. And this drive into right center field. Fisher moving over on the run, makes a running catch in right center field. It held up for the center fielder, and the Shells leave, the bases loaded. They settle for 1. And after 1 inning in Roxana, the Shells 1-0 over the Explorers. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer more than savings accounts, checking accounts, money markets, loans, and IRAs. They also offer a Visa Platinum Card, which rewards their members with low rates, no annual fees, no hidden fees, no balance transfer fees, built-in safety features to protect your card from fraud, and a reward program which rewards you for every purchase you make. Apply today for a First Mid-America Credit Union Visa Platinum Card at www.1stmidamerica.org.
Ryan Touche, a 1-0 lead now for Roxana as he goes back to the mound. He'll face Johnny Wilson, Adam Harder, and Anthony Silkwood here in the second inning. After 1 inning, Touche had an easy inning, 3 up, 3 down with 3 ground outs, and now we'll see if Marquette can get some base runners and tie up the game with a run now. 1-0, Roxana.
Now the Shells were able to break on top. Not much contact with the ball, but a couple of walks, hit batsman, little bloop single, and it all equals to a run, but they put a crooked number up and get a lead here heading to the second inning. Touche has a run to work with as he begins inning number 2.
And the big catcher, Johnny Wilson, takes ball 1 up high. As Marquette bats in the second inning. There's a pitch that is just below the knees for a ball. To the cleanup hitter, the catcher, Wilson. He is a junior, and he takes a ball. Ball 3 is listed at 5'9", 270. Wilson, a right-handed batter. 3-0 pitch, and he'll take again, and it's another ball, and it's a 4-pitch walk, and he will walk down to first base, and we'll have a courtesy runner, Tyler Moore, standing at first base for the catcher.
Well, that's the last thing Touche needed or wanted to do, is start the next inning with a walk. I'm always a proponent that walks kill you, and they usually come around to score more times than not. The Shells left a couple of them out there last inning, but as Harder steps to the plate here, Marquette looking to get things going themselves. They trail by a run, but the leadoff man is on base, and their first base runner of the day.
There's a strike. Oh, remember, Starrett walked 2 and hit a batter. Now we have a walk for Touche. Throw over to first, and a runner back safely. Diving in head first was Tyler Moore. Number 1, Adam Harder waits. Takes down around the knees, and it's a ball. Anthony Silkwood will be next, and you have Tommy Anderson batting 7th. Austin Senior, shortstop, hits 8th. Stephen Peterball hitting 9th today for Coach Joe Silkwood. Breaking ball, foul ball at home plate. Touche, the stretch, gets the sign from his catcher. Today that's Singleton. Touche, long look, and he brings it home. Swing and a base hit into right. Going the other way is Harder, and Moore will make the turn. He'll stop at second base on the hit to right.
Well, if he would have been able to get a jump, he may have gone from first to third, but he had to wait for that ball to get through because it was hit right around the area that he was at. And he didn't want to get smacked with that one, but Harder with a solid single to right field. Marquette certainly getting something going here, and here comes young Anthony Silkwood. See if he can come through for the old man, huh?
Maybe the old man telling him to bunt because they're meeting halfway down the third baseline there, and the senior, Silkwood.
God, he's a senior? Man, I remember when he was a freshman playing ball. The years fly by us old guys, don't they?
Yes. Yes, yes. Senior Silkwood waits and fouls one back. Not bunting there.
So much for that bunt.
7, 8, 9 hitters to follow, and Silkwood, the number 6 hitter.
A little off-speed delivery there, and he was out in front of it.
Here comes another from Touche. Singleton again, the catcher. Touche brings it home. It's low and away in the dirt, and a good block by Singleton. The runners thought about it, but not far enough.
Yeah, you can see there, trying to get a big jump, but not bounding too far away from Singleton. Does a nice job of blocking it off just to his right. He'd have been able to pick up and throw and get an out there.
Touche with another one. Now the bunt's coming, and it's low and away off the plate, and he still tried to bunt it, and he bunted through it. Strike 2.
Well, that's not going to make dear old dad happy there. That pitch was well off the plate, and now you have to be swinging away. At the very least, try to push that ball to the right side. If you hit a ground ball, at least you have an opportunity. If you stay out of the double play, you move the runners up to second and third.
Here's the next swing and a miss at a fastball over his head, and I mean way upstairs. Strike 3.
Not a good at bat there, and yeah, he walks back to the dugout and doesn't even give a look down to third base. Probably wise, because not only does Anthony Silkwood not able to move the runners up, but undisciplined at the plate too, and there's one out. Big strikeout for Touche.
Well, the bunt attempt was ugly enough, and then that swing at a pitch way over his head. Fastball.
Well, you knew he wasn't going to get anything in the strike zone, or if he did, it was going to be a mistake.
Swing and a miss on a big breaker to Tommy Anderson. He's in the hole 0-2.
Well, this is not the way Marquette had envisioned this inning going, but Touche now a strike away from getting another strikeout here after flirting with danger to start the inning. First 2 reach base. They're still there with 1 out.
Turn and a throw to second, runner back. Second baseman Little sneaking in there. It's Little at second. Martz over at first today. McPeak the shortstop, and Briggs at third base. For Roxana in the outfield left to right, Perry, Carlisle, and Odell. Ryan Touche's pitch, swing and a miss. Another breaking ball way down low and struck him out.
Boy, another undisciplined at bat there. Not some good swings by the 6 and 7 batters in this Marquette lineup. But Touche will definitely take it. Back-to-back strikeouts, and he's an out away from working out of this mess that was started with a walk and then a hard hit single to right. And those two runners are still there after they started there with nobody out.
Touche turns, no throw to second base. It's still first and second for Marquette, but now 2 down after the back-to-back strikeouts. 2 on, 2 out, second inning. Here's a pitch, low and away. Number 8 hitter for Marquette. Again, they are 6 and 6 on the year. The stretch and the pitch on the way. Ground ball to short. McPeak is there. He'll go to second for the force out, and it's good. That's the end of the inning. Marquette will leave 2 in the middle of inning number 2. It's Roxana on top, 1-0 over Marquette. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RobertsMotors.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Roberson, Little, and McPeak for Roxana now as we go to the home half of the second inning. Louis Korak and Brent Birkland back with you here as Roxana holds a little team meeting outside the dugout, and they lead it 1-0 over Marquette, and Derek Sterrett goes back to the mound.
I don't know what this is all about. You're up 1-0. It's going to the bottom of the second inning, and
Coach Mike Arbuthnot headed down to third base coaching box.
Slowly.
Very slowly. And the Marquette defense today. Wilson the catcher, Sterrett the pitcher. It's Silkwood down at third, Senior at short, Peterbaugh at second, Schrank at first. Harder in left, Fisher in center, and Anderson in right field today. Here's Jacob Roberson, the DH for Nelson Martz, the first baseman. Ground ball to third, in and out of the glove of Silkwood, but plenty of time to throw out Roberson as he picks it back up. 5-3 on the ground out.
Good play once again. He's able to cut in front of the shortstop. Go ahead and make the play yourself. Yeah, a little bobble, but you also recognize each batter that steps up there, who's running and who's not. And sure enough, he's able to make a play, get the out at first base.
Brandon Little, left-handed batter, will take up and away, ball one. Little, second baseman for Roxana. Sterrett brings it in. It's low for a ball. Sunshine here on a Friday afternoon. Into the 80s again this weekend, Saturday and Sunday both. Here's a strike at the letters.
Aren't you glad to get to wear shorts and T-shirt again? Isn't that nice?
It is nice.
Well, then again, I don't know what you guys, the attire you had on earlier this week, since I was
busy. You were busy.
Go ahead.
With hockey instead of being outdoors.
Sure. Yes, and I seen one of the teams I saw is the one you're wearing there. Not exactly an attractive shirt, but I guess it'll do.
That's all I got. Chicago Blackhawks. Pitch high for a ball. 3-2 now, another full count to a Roxana batter.
Yes, I was at the United Center Wednesday night. Place was packed. I'll give them that. They packed that place in there. I know. Go ahead. Best fans in hockey, whatever.
There you go. Swing and a miss. Took something off on 3-2 and struck him out.
Change of pace there. You don't necessarily expect a slider, a 3-2 slider. You don't normally see that very often, but it was effective that time. He had Little out in front of the pitch, and Starrett picks up his first strikeout of the afternoon.
And the leadoff man up there now, Chase McPeak, and he takes ball one.
Grounded out to third to start off the bottom of the first inning.
McPeak on the stat sheet showing hitting .548 up and in for a ball, starting the day at 17 for 31. A dozen RBIs, second on the team to Singleton.
That's pretty good. Last time I checked.
He's 0 for 1 today. There's a strike. It's 2-1. McPeak at the dish, right-handed batter, shortstop for the Shells. He's ready, Starrett ready to bring it home, and time called.
You knew that was coming.
McPeak, a junior, the pitch. High and back to the screen on the fly. Well, Starrett does not want to walk another. He walked a couple and hit one in the first inning. 1-0 Shells here in the second inning. 2 up, 2 down. McPeak will swing and pop it up right at home plate. First base side, Starrett. Here's the catcher. Call him off, and Wilson, the catcher, makes the grab in foul territory. 1-2-3 for the Shells. We'll go to the third inning. 1-0 Roxana. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River. From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
With Louis Korak, Brent Berkland back at the ballpark here in Shell Country. It's 5:03 on a Friday afternoon. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton. As we keep things going here in Roxana, a couple of minutes after 5. And Marquette to the plate, and they will bring the number 9 hitter, Stephen Peterball, in there first, and then Schrank and Fisher back to the top.
Pitcher's game so far, but we're only through 2 innings. Long way to go.
Peterball takes, and it's ball 1 from Ryan Touche of Roxana. His pitch is outside for a ball. Touche has walked 1. He's hit, or allowed 1 hit. 2 strikeouts, both in the second inning. At the letters for a strike call.
2-0 pitch. Peterball was sitting on 1. Looking to see maybe if he can get it to a 3-0 count.
And this one's just outside, just off the plate for a ball.
Well, he's got his 3-1 count now, so the best hitters count in baseball, as I like to say.
3-1 pitch, swing and a fly ball to center field. And Carlisle moving in and moving into right center as well and makes the catch, 1 out.
A little bit of a reach there by Peterball, and maybe didn't get exactly what he wanted, but was sitting on a particular pitch. It was a little down, a little away, but didn't necessarily get all of the bat on it. Carlisle saunters to his left, makes the easy play for the first out.
Breaking ball from Touche, and it's outside for a ball, ball 1. Well, next week we hope for some more great weather because we have a lot more baseball and softball on the radio for you, so make sure you tune in for all of that. It all starts Monday when we bring you Marquette softball at home against the O'Fallon Panthers.
Are we going to be busy? Is that what you're saying?
Depends on the weather. There's a shot to left. Line drive down the line, and it is a fair ball, it looks like. And it is gone. It looked like it may have hooked foul, and it's right down the 315 line, right down over the sign, I guess, and it's a home run.
Boy, I thought for sure that thing was going to hook foul, but I'm going to tell you what it does here. If you know the dimensions, there's a chain link fence that runs down, right down with that foul pole, and it hooked just inside of it, and it was sinking so fast. I guess it got over the fence, right off that chain link fence, because home plate umpire Dave Collins running down that third base line to make the fair call. Well, you don't see it hook inside right in that trajectory very often, but it ties this game up.
With the tall outfield fence and the ball hit on a line, I thought, if anything, it's going to hit that fence and extra bases. And then I thought, no, it's a foul ball. But they call it fair, and it's 1-1 with a swing of the bat. Brogan Fisher digs in now. We're going to have to check the slow-mo replay on RiverBender.com and make sure that video review coming up.
I'm waiting for Dan to give us our monitors here so we can look at instant replays.
There's a shot through the left side for a base hit. Single for Fisher with 1 out.
That's coming right up, right, Dan? That's next on the budget.
The ice cream truck is not big enough to hold all that equipment.
Wouldn't that be nice? Look, a monitor here, a monitor there.
I talked to him today about a monitor, as a matter of fact.
We can do replays and...
Yeah. Okay. Have some ice cream while we're at it, too. Derek Sterrett at the plate.
Banana split sounds good right about now.
For supper. Touche brings it home. Another hit. 3 smashes in a row and 3 hits in a row. First and second, Marquette.
Well, they're locking in right now because, yeah, that's 3 hard hit balls. Not just hit balls, but they've been hit on a line. And here comes pitching coach Pete Kleeman.
Strolling to the mound in a 1-1 game in the 3rd inning. We'll take a break. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss, too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got top, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from...
Yeah! Woo!
Back at the ballpark, 3rd inning continues for the Marquette Explorers, who have tied the game at 1-1 here with a Nick Schrank home run, and then Fisher and Sterrett following with hard hits, line drive singles to left field. Now it's the Marquette catcher, Johnny Wilson. Walked on 4 pitches last inning, and here in this inning, he's got 2 quick strikes on him.
Only pulls 1 foul down the third base line and takes a strike, so now he's going to have to protect the plate here. He's got runners at first and second only one out here in the inning. 3 in a row have reached.
Runners going, pitches high, throw to third, and out there as Briggs applies the tag. A high fastball, and that made it a little easier for Singleton. He was already up and at it and throwing him out at third, and Coach Joe Silkwood didn't think so.
Well, it was a bang-bang play, but what I'm surprised more than anything is runners are off and running there on a 0-2 pitch. Little peculiar decision there, and comes back to bite Marquette.
Especially the way they've started to hit the ball. Breaking ball, and he reaches out, hits one over the mound to the shortstop, who will hold the ball, and McPeak can't make a play. First and third now with 2 down.
No disrespect here to the young catcher Wilson, but how often are we going to say that he gets himself an infield single?
Maybe his first one in a long time.
He's a big kid, but he's able to leg it out. Give him credit. He hustled all the way down the first base line. Touche. Got a piece of the ball and held it up just enough where McPeak had to race in quickly, but does not make a throw. Probably a wise decision. You don't want to open up a bad inning here by throwing the ball away and giving Marquette a run with that runner going over to third base. But regardless now, it's first and third, 2 outs. Harder to the plate. He's 1 for 1. He's got a base hit in the game.
Swing and a miss. In under his hands, strike 1, and that's 4 hits in the inning, but only 1 run. 2 on, 2 out, runners at the corners here in the top of the 3rd inning for Marquette. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball again. Swing and a miss.
Pulled the plug on him there on that curveball. Got him well out in front. 0-2 count now. He's going to have to protect here. But then again, Wilson had an 0-2 count. He reached.
Throw over to first and the runner back.
Close.
That's the courtesy runner, Tyler Moore again for Wilson.
He's basically got himself a day off today other than running the bases maybe after pitching yesterday.
Runner going from first now, swinging a slow roller to short. McPeak has to charge. It ricochets off of him. Safe at home. Now they've got Moore in a rundown between second and third, and safe. He slides in under a high throw back to second base. Everybody safe.
Well, Shell should have been out of the inning there. Yes, it was a slow roller. Yes, you've got a quicker player running down the line, but McPeak had himself a play, definitely at first base. Once he boots the ball, forget it. You're not going to get the runner at home or at first base, or the runner's going to score, and he does score to give Marquette a 2-1 lead, but they had an opportunity to get a courtesy runner at second base and wound up botching that up as well.
He was a dead duck between right smack in the middle between second and third, and the rundown did not work for the Shells. Here's Anthony Silkwood, swing and a miss.
So are we going to go E6 on this?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he had a play at first base, no doubt about it.
Charging in, right in front of the bag at second.
If he fields it cleanly, gets a throw off, I think he's got his runner. That's what I'm going with. So
5 in a row have reached base for Marquette. They lead now 2-1, 3rd inning.
If anybody wants to argue the scoring, I'll have you take care of it.
Beautiful. Swing and a tap foul behind home plate.
Well, Silkwood got himself 2 more runners on. He came up in that 2nd inning and struck out with runners at first and second, nobody out. Now he's up there, first and second, 2 outs, 1-2 count again.
There's strike 3 called, and he has struck out again. This time he watches one go by. And he's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 2 runs for Marquette in the 3rd inning. It all started with a home run. Now we go to the bottom of the 3rd, and 2-1 Marquette leading here at Roxana now. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too.
Zeiser Kia, the ultimate buying experience.
Gas prices are soaring, and so is the cost to own a car. I want to help lower that cost, so I'm here to make you this offer. If your car is financed, stop by Zeiser to see how we can help. If you qualify for financing and we can't lower your cost of ownership, we'll fill up your tank just for stopping by. And with Kia's great warranty and top fuel economy, we can literally save you thousands a year.
It's gonna be huge!
Visit us in St. Peters, Wood River, or on the web at stlouiskia.com.
Back in Shell Country here, 5 o'clock hour. Briggs, Perry, and Singleton to bat here in the bottom of the third inning. And we have a 2-1 game. Now Marquette with their first lead of the day.
Well, Sterrett's going to work with the lead now, and they were able to pick up the run on a benefit of an error, an unearned run to give them a lead, but long way to go here. We're only in the bottom of the third. Shells will have 2, 3, 4 up here to start off. Briggs, Perry, Singleton, if anybody gets on, Carlisle, and they'll go from there.
Here come the Shells in the third inning. Sterrett. Delivering to Jordan Briggs, righty to righty here. He's going to bunt. Bunts foul, trying to get on base to start the inning.
Marquette with 5 hits in the game. Roxana with only the 1, and that represents our batter at the plate right now, Jordan Briggs. He dumped one into right field, and he eventually scored on the RBI by Odell, who was hit by a pitch. And it gave the Shells a momentary lead.
Low and away as Briggs watches it go by. Briggs wears number 5, right-handed batter. Here's the next. It's high for a ball. Silkwood at third coming way in, expecting maybe Briggs to try another bunt. Wilson, the catcher, flashes the sign to Sterrett. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. Up and in, and Coach Arbith not shaking his head on that one. It's 2-2. Called a strike. Two delivery inside for a ball.
A hummer there on the inside portion of the plate. Sterrett doesn't get the benefit of the call.
3-2 delivery. Swing and a slow roller to third. Silkwood gobbles it up, and he throws out Briggs, 1 down.
Well, Silkwood maybe not getting it done at the plate, but he's getting it done in the field. He's been able to take care of all 3 balls hit his way. If these high school batters used wooden bats, we would be able to say that that pitch sawed off Jordan Briggs, because that was right on the hands. Didn't get much contact on that, and just a little dribbler down that third base side, and he's retired for the first out of the inning.
There would be plenty of broken bats, but not so in high school. Brad Perry at the dish, left-handed batter, swings and misses outside corner. Perry, the number 3 hitter, 0 for 1. Singleton on deck. He walked his first time. There's a bunt attempt, and it is not a foul ball, but he just bunted through it for strike 2.
Right back here by us. Can we pick that thing up, or do you want to? Not really?
Souvenir time.
Yeah, why not?
0-2. Now a pitch is up and away for a ball. It's 1-2. Left-handed batter Perry ready for another Sterrett delivery. It bounces in, 2-2. Here's another pitch out of the strike zone, outside, 3-2.
Well, Roxana hasn't had a base runner since Odell was hit by the pitch. 5 in a row retired by Starrett here.
I think it's the 5th time he's had a full count on a Shells batter. It's up and away. Ball 4, 1-out walk.
And that's the 3rd walk he's issued here today, so really he's kind of been his own worst enemy right now, issuing the base on balls. And yes, you're right, those are probably more dangerous than anything else than being maybe hit or having batters making contact, because that certainly drives up the pitch count, especially when you're going 3-2, because he's gone 3-2 on both batters in this inning.
Pitch to contact, that's the plan, and there's a pitch to contact. It's a base hit to right. Perry goes to third on the single to right field. Singleton with a single, and it's 1st and 3rd Shells.
Good piece of hitting there. You go with the pitch, and he took it to right field. Good, solid contact, and going all the way on contact was Perry there, and no hesitation rounding second base. He scoots all the way into third, and tying run is quickly there now. 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Chance for Carlisle to tie this game up or maybe even give his team a lead.
Carlisle waits. Starrett the stretch. 1 out. Pitch. It's a strike at the letters, 0-1. Bottom of the 3rd here. Again, each team with 6 wins on the year. We'll have Marquette on the radio again Tuesday night, a night game when they host CM at Gordon Moore Park this coming Tuesday at 7. Starrett checks the runners again, checks the sign from his catcher Wilson. The pitch is high, runner going to second, no throw. More concerned about the runner at third, so they let the runner go to second.
Go-ahead run is there now with 1 out. That takes out the double play possibility. That's key for Roxana, because 1 out, double play could end the inning without them getting anything.
Swing and a miss, low and away, fooled him there.
Yes, it did. Instead of 2-1, it's now 1-2. Now Carlisle needs to protect the plate. Number 5 hitter here, center fielder. Starrett could use a strikeout.
There it is, strike 3, and 2 on, 2 out now. Shells at 2nd and 3rd for Odell.
Well, you got to protect the plate there. That's close enough to take a hack at it. And Starrett goes again with another slider on the inside corner. Good location. Picks up his 2nd strikeout, and that's a big one.
And still throwing strikes. Strike 1 to Odell.
He's gotten into trouble a couple of times here, but he's been able to work himself out of it. Only has allowed 1 run on 2 hits in the game.
Breaking ball strike, inside corner.
Odell, the only RBIs, or the only RBI in the game.
Here's a pitch low and away for a ball. It's 1-2. Odell still alive. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 3rd. Swinging a ground ball, slowly hit up the middle, shortstop there, fires to first, out there behind the bag. Senior, the shortstop, makes the nice play to win the inning, and that finishes off the Shells in the 3rd. We'll go to the 4th, 2-1, Marquette. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand-name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee. Quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental. The best products, service, and expert advice.
Shells have now left 5 runners on base. They had a good chance there, second and third, and 1 out, but Carlisle and Odell not able to tie the game or give the Shells the lead. Marquette still on top, 2-1.
Well, you'll certainly think about that as this game progresses. If the score holds up, and if this is a tight ball game, those missed opportunities, you certainly don't want to let those go by you. But again, there's still a long way to go. We're only going to the 4th inning here. Each team still has opportunities. I don't think we've seen the last run in this game scored.
Anderson, Senior, and Peter Ball, the 7, 8, 9 hitters, bottom 3 in the order. Here's the pitch, swing and a shot to center. Lots of room for the center fielder though, and he drifts back. Carlisle under it, makes the catch, 1 down.
1 pitch, 1 out, hard hit ball. Can't hit it any harder than that, but again, Carlisle moves over to his left, makes the routine play. So how Touche kind of started the game off when he had that 5-pitch inning in the first. He'd like to get more production like that as the game goes on.
Austin Senior takes a strike. Shortstop for Marquette. Ground out, he's 0 for 1. Hit 1 to short back in the 2nd inning. And he pops 1 up on the infield here in this inning. Shortstop wants it, McPeak behind the bag at second, grabs it, 2 down.
3 pitches to get those 2 outs now, and McPeak working very efficiently here on this 7, 8, and now 9 batter, Peter Ball, who flied out to center field. His first plate appearance, he's 0 for 1.
2-1 Marquette hanging on to the lead here in the 4th. This pitch is outside, ball 1. Well, if it is the bottom 3 in the order, you'd like to get them 1, 2, 3, and that's what Touche's trying to do here. After allowing 4 hits last inning, 2 runs. But it's 2-0 here to the Marquette second baseman. Here's another. It's up and in. Nick Schrank, the leadoff man, on deck.
And then again, you don't want to walk the number 9 hitter with 2 outs either, because we know how Schrank started off, or actually 1 out, his last plate appearance. You know what he did.
There's a strike at the knees. It's 3-1. Tomahawk, that line drive home run right down the line, right inside the left field foul pole, fair pole. There's ball 4, and it is a 2-out walk.
Going to get it back to the top of the order here, and Touche with his 2nd walk, I believe. Is that right?
To go with 3 strikeouts, right. 5 hits. Marquette leading 2-1. They have 1 on and 2 outs here in the 4th. Throw over to first and the runner back. Nelson Martz holds the runner on over there. Freshman first baseman. Second base, it's Little. Shortstop, McPeak. Third base, Briggs behind the bag. At third, catcher is Singleton, giving the sign to the pitcher, Touche. It's a strike call.
Schrank homered on a 1-1 pitch. He's 1 for 2 in the game. He's got a ground out and the home run.
Here comes another from Touche. It's low and away. Good stop. Backhanded by Singleton. 3rd time through the order now for Marquette here in the 4th inning. Again, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts for Ryan Touche of Roxana. Here comes another, and it's in the dirt again. Singleton with another block, and he picked it clean.
Well, Touche's being careful with him here. He doesn't want to make a mistake. You tend to think about those things whenever you allow a home run to a batter.
Senior right-hander Ryan Touche bringing it home. It's below the knees for a ball.
In danger now of issuing back-to-back walks after retiring the first two hitters.
Bullpens are both quiet here.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. These walks are not a good thing.
No.
And there's a strike at the knees. It's 3-2. 1 hour ball game. It's 5:30 here on this Friday. We're in the fourth. Three-two delivery now. Payoff pitch to Schrank. Runner going. Pitch is up and in, and it's another walk.
And I'm looking over to the Roxana dugout. No? I guess they're going to try to let him work out of this on his own.
He had 2 up, 2 down. Now it's back-to-back walks. Now Brogan Fisher will get a chance to do something here with 2 on, 2 out. Touche looks in, gets the sign from Singleton again. Breaking ball, check swing, foul ball.
Fisher's 1 for 2. He grounded out to short in the first. Singleton was caught stealing in the third.
Pitcher Derek Sterrett steps out on deck, but right now it's Fisher with 2 on, 2 out. Ground ball to third. Diving play by Briggs. He can't get it. Runner around third, and they'll hold him up. A late stop sign, very late, and they'll throw to third, and he is out. Rounding the bag too far. That's a late stop sign, though, by the head coach, Joe Silkwood.
Yes, it was, but I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a throw by Perry out in left field. I think he would have been dead to right at home. Yeah, I think he's got to read that a lot sooner and put up the stop sign. Boy, it's tough to get a kid to halt the brakes in that area and get him back to third, but Roxana executed it well. It goes single, 7-2-5 to end the inning.
So 3 in a row reach base there at the end of that inning, but they lose another base runner at third. They lost a base runner at third, out stealing back in the third inning. And they lose a runner at third here in the fourth inning as well. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, and it's 3-2, or make it 2-1. 1-run game, it's 2-1 Marquette. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I didn't say that.
Oh. Well,
but you never know.
You're talking about food. Come on.
Food. What else is there?
Shouldn't the teams be catering to us here? Wouldn't that be nice? It would
start with a concession stand of some sort, and then we'll go from there. There's a strike as we start the bottom of the fourth. Touche, Roberson, and Little, bottom 3 for the Shells, just like it was the bottom 3 for the Explorers in the top of this fourth inning. Touche, the senior pitcher, takes a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 here from Sterrett.
Change up there. Gets ahead now, 0-2.
The junior right-hander for Marquette, Derek Sterrett, brings it in. It's tapped foul, third base side. 2-1 game, Marquette with the lead.
Touche is 0 for 1. He flied out to center. Then it'll be Roberson, the DH, Little, the second baseman. Bottom three in the order here.
Touche ready again. Sterrett brings it in high. Ball one.
Looked like he tried to guide that thing in there.
Marquette, Silkwood at third, Senior at short, Peterbaugh at second, Schrank at first. Sterrett the pitcher, Wilson the catcher. Harder in left, Fisher in center, and Anderson out in right field. 2-2 now to Touche. Another pitch from Derek Sterrett on the way. Up and in, 3-2. Again.
Little sweet chin music there, huh?
Full count, at least one full count in every inning. Pitches keep coming for Sterrett.
He started the inning 57.
Foul ball back.
So he's over 60. 64 to be exact.
3-2 to Touche. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Some high heat and struck him out.
A little up, but may have been ball four, but probably too close to take for Touche. And Sterrett just went up the ladder ever so slightly on him there. And bringing the heat. Fastball, and that's strikeout number 3 in the game. And he started every inning well. He's retired the leadoff man in each inning. But then he gets into trouble in the middle innings here, but so far the damage has been minimal.
Roberson fouls one back on a check swing, strike one. So both pitchers now have walked 3. Both pitchers have now struck out 3. 2-1 score, 4th inning. Number 8 hitter, the designated hitter, taps one back to the pitcher in front of the mound, and Sterrett throws wild to first. Way up and away in foul territory on the air by the pitcher.
Well, it wasn't the greatest throw in the world, but I think Schrank could have handled that. Boy, I mean, you can really go either way on that, but boy, that's a mistake that can't be made there. It's about the most routine play you can make. I think he may have caught Schrank a little off guard by throwing the ball to the outside of the bag. But I think if you ask Schrank, he'll probably tell you he still should have been able to make the play there. Regardless, it's an error and a runner at first base.
We're going to have a courtesy runner for the DH, or a pinch runner for the DH. Derek Schaff, number 11, will run, and he represents the tying run here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Brandon Little, the number 9 hitter, digs in. Sterrett, the stretch and the pitch, and he throws a strike to the number 9 hitter. Chase McPeak will be next, the leadoff man. Sterrett looks in, brings it in. Low and away.
Well, that's second error of the game. Each team with a miscue now.
Throw over to first, and the runner back standing up. Schrank holding him on over there at first base. Sterrett. The stretch and the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and the runner halfway. Now he's going to be out at second. The batter faking a bunt, then swinging away. I'm not sure if he thought it was a hit and run or a bunt, but he was caught between first and second.
If you're not watching, any way you look at that, that was ugly execution. That's about all I can say. Like he said, I don't know if that was a planned hit and run.
Or
it wasn't.
Run.
Or bunt and run, yeah.
Fly ball to left fielder, a late jump and a diving play. Did he make the catch? The home plate umpire is going to say no, and so is the base umpire.
They're both saying it's a trap.
It hit the ground as a diving play on the backhand there by Harder, and Coach Joe Silkwood going to come out and talk to the umpires here.
Yeah, they're both calling a trap there.
Well, that was a late break by the left fielder.
That's probably what hurt Harder more than anything is he didn't get a jump on it right away. If he gets a jump on it immediately, I think he runs under that thing. Makes a nice effort any way you look at it, but it's tough to see from where we're perched here behind home plate, but can't really argue with it one way or the other.
And so,
how big is that caught stealing now?
That's right. There's a ground ball slowly hit toward third. Silkwood throws to first. McPeak is retired. He's 0 for 3 in the game. And the fourth inning comes to an end with Marquette still leading 2-1 at Roxana. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Why is Roberts Motors #1 in Ford certified pre-owned sales in the St. Louis Metro East?
Visit the 169-point inspection all our vehicles go through.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it for over 60 years.
Or is it the large selection we keep in stock at all times?
Personally, I think the answer is all the above. Stop in today and see. Nobody does pre-owned better than Roberts Motors.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years in Alton, Illinois, or on the web at RiverBender.com.
Marquette back to the plate. And they still lead this game 2-1 as we quickly now move into the fifth inning here at Roxana Park. Shells and the Explorers in SCC boys baseball. Sterrett, Wilson, and Harder, 3, 4, and 5 for Marquette as they try to get some breathing room here. It's 2-1.
Not your conventional well-pitched game, but effective. Both pitchers have worked into trouble with runners getting on base, but they've both been able to get out of those situations. Marquette has stranded 6. Roxana with 6. So there have been base runners here today. They just haven't been able to bring them around.
Foul ball by Sterrett here at the plate. It's 1-1 to Derrick.
He scored the go-ahead run after he singled in the third inning. He scored on the air. Right now, that's the difference in the game.
There's a chopper to short. McPeak comes in, charges it, throws to first. Out, number 1.
Well, he thought about playing it on the first hop, then thought better of it. Didn't want to. Was kind of in between. That's sometimes when you can get yourself in trouble. And that time, made a nice play. Got it on the second hop, a short hop. Made a good strong throw over to first base, and they retired the leadoff batter here in the fifth.
That'll bring in the catcher now, Johnny Wilson, number 45.
He's reached base twice. He walked in the second, singled in the third, infield single. Was left there as well, so he's 1 for 1 in the game.
There's a fly ball deep to left field. Left fielder going back. He reaches up, makes the catch, stumbling to the ground, but Perry with the grab.
Nice play there. Boy, he took a step in and then didn't really get a good read on it. And, boy, he had to hustle to get back to the warning track back there. Nice diving catch there. Otherwise, that's an easy double, maybe even a triple for Wilson if Perry doesn't come up with a play. Nice play there.
2 up, 2 down. That'll bring in Adam Harder. Been on base twice himself.
Here's Touche again, going quickly. 4 pitches to get 2 outs. But he did that last inning as well. then wound up getting into 2-out trouble. He's hit by a pitch there, it looks like.
Hit by a pitch with the count 1-0, and Touche loses a man after 2 outs again.
Have we had a 1-2-3 inning after that top half of the first?
I don't believe we have. The Starrett had a 1-2-3 second inning. Now the batter, Anthony Silkwood, 0 for 2. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Touche looks in, gets the sign from Singleton, the catcher. 2 outs, runner on. Now both pitchers have hit a batter. Both pitchers 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. 2-1 game, and the pitch is high for a ball. Briggs at third, McPeak at short, Little at second, Martz over at first base. Touche the pitcher, Singleton the Roxana catcher. Perry in left, Carlisle in center, Odell in right field. Throw over to first again. Roxana and Marquette today, baseball and softball. SCC action. Here's the pitch. It's low and away. Marquette is scheduled to play Payson-Seymour tomorrow in a doubleheader. 1 o'clock doubleheader tomorrow for Payson-Seymour and Marquette at Gordon Moore Park. Slow roller to third. Briggs with the bare hand. Throws to first. Safe. And it gets away at first, so the runner goes to third. First and third, Marquette.
Now that was going to be a tough play, and boy, Jordan almost made it there, but when his throw went towards the base runner there, it's really a tough play to make for Martz. He kind of had to reach for it, and once the ball bounded away, so it's an infield single for Silkwood and an error for the runner moving up to third base. And the Explorers trying to get some 2-out stuff going here once again.
Tommy Anderson, 0 for 2, digs in. Low and away from Touche.
Well, he's done this a couple times now, hasn't he, where he gets the first 2 outs pretty easily and then runs into some 2-out trouble. But again, both teams have stranded 6 base runners so far, so missed opportunities have been the case through the first 4 innings.
It's like Roxana will play a doubleheader at Greenfield tomorrow. So they have 2 games coming up on a hot Saturday as well. Strike at the knees called.
Hit here would be ideal for Marquette because runs have been at a premium so far.
Breaking ball, strike at the knees again. And it's 1-2, 2 strikes and a ball, 2 on, 2 out in the 5th.
Well, he's got Anderson set up now at 1-2. Wonder if Silkwood's going to run here.
Throw over to first, and they almost got him at first base. Coach Mike Arbuthnot yelling loudly.
Wait.
First base dugout.
Mike Arbuthnot yelling?
Yelling.
No.
Out at his buddy, Dick Lyons. In blue.
They'll forget about it tomorrow.
Breaking ball, fly ball into center, and it's Carlisle territory. He'll make the grab in center field, and that ends the Marquette 5th. 8 left on now for the Explorers. We're in the middle of the 5th inning. Our score still the Explorers 2, the Shells 1. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products. You'll find it at Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
The latter stages of this ball game, Roxana down by a run. We'll have 2, 3, and 4 due up here, so if they're gonna make a dent in the scoreboard, this would be the time to do it. They haven't scored since the first inning, and they've been shut out ever since.
And lucky, really, to have that run.
Mm-hmm.
Bases loaded, hit by pitch. Ball 1 to Briggs here to start the bottom of the 5th inning. Closing in on 6 o'clock. The pitch is down and in for a ball. Briggs is ready to go. Here's the pitch. It's a strike at the knees. Two 2-1 pitch is a little too far inside. 3-1. Ready to go again. Starrett to Briggs at 3-1. Line drive to the first baseman. Did not have to move. He reaches up. Schrank grabs it.
Well, that's a hard hit ball there, and Briggs got himself a good pitch to go after at 3-1, and just unfortunate for him, he hit it at the wrong spot. If that ball gets down the right field line, he's got himself pretty easy, probably an easy double there, maybe even a triple. You never know.
Left-handed batter Brad Perry digs in. The number 3 hitter for the Shells takes high, ball 1. Again, Marquette softball on the radio Monday afternoon from Gordon Moore Park. They'll host O'Fallon, the Panthers. And then it'll be O'Fallon at Alton High in baseball on Tuesday at Gordon Moore Park. That'll be a 4:15 start Tuesday afternoon. Redbirds and O'Fallon in baseball. And then Tuesday night after the Alton game, it's Marquette and CM about 7 o'clock Tuesday night here on the Big Z. Brad Perry at 3-0. Briggs was at 3-1 when he lined out.
He'll probably take a pitch here for sure.
Number 3 hitter takes a strike. 3-1. Marquette a record of 6-6, looking for a win over their rivals Roxana. On the road in Roxana. Strike called outside corner. Perry didn't think so.
And guess who else didn't think so?
Coach Arb. 3-2 now. And it is strike 3 called. Outside corner again on 3-2.
Well, you got to have a better at bat than that, and you're 3-0. You got to be looking for something to hit eventually. And he took 3 strikes all around the plate. Got to do better than that. Good job by Starrett to come all the way back and get him. He's got a strikeout in each of the last 4 innings now.
And it is ball 1 to Singleton. Starrett with a lot of pitches, but 2 up, 2 down here too.
He's up to 83 now.
Swing, and this one gets by the first baseman on a line. This time it will go into the corner for a 2-out double. Cruising into second is Singleton with a stand-up double here in the bottom of the fifth.
He's been on base 3 times now and getting the job done in that number 4 spot. He walked, now base hit in the third, and a double here in the fifth, and the tying run is perched out there at second base, and it will be, looks like Robertson pinch running once again. He's been busy. It's going to bring up Carlisle. Walked in the first, struck out in the third, but he's got a chance here. Now we got a pinch hitter, looks like.
They're going to bring somebody off the bench, and we'll see how that goes. For Eric Kessler, number 19. So Kessler in a big spot here to try and tie this ball game up in the fifth. And timeout called by Marquette manager Joe Silkwood.
You do a little
2-1, Marquette on top.
Well, you do a little management here with a new batter up to the plate. You have to maybe talk to your pitcher and infielders about different pitch strategy here and how they're going to go after this batter, having not seen him so far today.
Kessler, big right-handed batter, wears number 19, and he comes off the bench with a teammate at second and 2 down. Kessler at the dish. We're ready to go again. Both managers back to their spots. The umpires back to their spots. And in the bottom of the fifth inning, Kessler in a big spot. Starrett ready to go again. Stretch and the pitch. He bounces it in. It gets away. The runner goes to third with 2 down.
Now you want to be careful here now because you don't want to duplicate that because could tie the game up here now. Runner 90 feet away. Kessler in a big spot here. A base hit will tie the game here.
Starrett brings it home, swinging a foul at home plate.
It's on the hands.
1-1 to Kessler. Batting for Carlisle, the number 5 hitter in the order. Now the pitcher and catcher meet for a moment. Closing in on 90 pitches, then it may be close to 100, and Starrett just keeps going here.
Well, again, he keeps working into trouble with runners on base, but that's when he makes his best pitches. He's been able to work out of each situation.
90-minute ball game, and the pitch on the way. It is a strike call.
And he's ahead of the batter again here, 1-2. This is where he's been able to buckle down.
Here comes another from Starrett. Swing and a chopper to third. Silkwood waits on it. He fires across low, and it's an error, and it gets away from the first baseman, and it will tie the game at 2-2.
Well, just when you think you're getting ready to say Silkwood has been able to gobble up everything he's had over there, well, he gobbled up the play. He just didn't make a good throw. And I guess kind of fitting that each team has scored the last 2 runs because of a 2-out error. Both pitchers kind of unfortunate now, and it's even in the error department as far as giving up unearned runs, but the Shells get a break, and they'll certainly take it. They've tied the game up at 2.
Now the 2-out double by Singleton, big, and then the wild pitch, and then the air as Silkwood bounces one over to first.
He had plenty of time to get his runner. Made a hard throw, just low.
Ground ball right at the second baseman. He'll flip to second. The short route there, and that will end the inning on a fielder's choice. But the Shells tie the game with a run on 1 hit, 1 error and 1 left. They've left 7. We've had 15 runners left on base, and we are tied 2-2. 2 after 5. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got Thorpe, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from.
Yeah! Woo!
Back at Roxana Park, 6 o'clock, just after 6. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton. Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland here with you, and another brand new game. 2-2 game after 5.
Who's going to win the last 2 innings? That's what it's boiled down to. We're back at square one. Marquette's going to have 8-9 and back to the top of the order, and a brand new ball game. Roxana evens it up with that unearned run in the bottom of the 5th, and we get down to the home stretch here, and both of these teams are going to take this right down to the wire.
Becomes a 2-inning ball game.
Or more.
Or more.
Don't forget that.
6th inning here as ground ball rolls to short. Little will throw to first, and Senior is out number 1.
In on the hands, and harmless ground ball. 2 pitches, 1 out. And we move to Peterball, who is 0 for 1 with a walk, flied out in the 3rd. Walked in the 4th, was thrown out on that weird play. Remember the base hit to left field. They thought about bringing him home, but did not do so.
There's a pop-up to Jordan Briggs, the 3rd baseman, and quickly 2 up, 2 down here for Marquette.
Okay, Touche's had a 5-pitch inning. Then, in the 4th, he went 3 pitches to get 2 outs before finishing with 16. Went 4 pitches in the last inning to get 2 outs, wound up with 13 pitches, and now again, 3 pitches to get 2 outs to start this 6th inning. He's had trouble closing the innings out, but again, both pitchers have allowed minimal damage in this game.
Touche getting first 2 outs again, as you mentioned, in the 4th and the 5th. But then walks, hit by pitches. Here's Nick Schrank, who takes a strike. It's 1-1.
1 for 2 in the game. Grounded out to start. Homered in the 3rd. Walked in the 4th. And here he is again in the 6th inning.
Marquette, the first team to have some bullpen action. Anthony Silkwood loosening up for Marquette down in the left field corner.
Coach Joe did say that he may have to pitch here today.
Check swing, ball in the dirt, ball 3. And again, Touche trying to close out a 1-2-3 inning like he had back in the 1st. But for the 2nd inning in a row, 3rd inning in a row, 2 up, 2 down. And a 2-out walk once again.
I'm telling you, they're just finishing and closing these innings off has been tough here for Touche. Actually tough for both pitchers. But here comes Fisher, and he's had some of the harder hit balls here. He's got 2 of Marquette's 7 hits and 2 for 3 in the game.
And we'll have a timeout here as pitching coach Pete Kleeman goes to the mound for Roxana. We'll take a break in a 2-2 game in the 6th inning. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Zeiser Kia, the ultimate buying experience.
Gas prices are soaring, and so is the cost to own a car. I want to help lower that cost, so I'm here to make you this offer. If your car is financed, stop by Zeiser to see how we can help. If you qualify for financing and we can't lower your cost of ownership, we'll fill up your tank just for stopping by. And with Kia's great warranty and top fuel economy, we can literally save you thousands a year.
It's going to be huge!
Visit us in St. Peters, Wood River, or on the web at stlouiskia.com.
Whether you're planning for home improvement projects, family vacations, college tuition, or consolidating credit card debt, use your home for what you need. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer home equity loans and lines of credit that can lower your costs. For more information, visit www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a First Mid-America Credit Union representative.
Brogan Fisher for Marquette to the plate after the meeting on the mound here. Roxana tying the game up in the last half inning, the bottom of the fifth. Here in the top of the sixth, 2 out, runner at first. Fourth walk given up by Touche, also hit a batter. Allowed 7 hits, 2 runs. And Brogan Fisher has 2 hits as he steps in, 2 for 3.
It's in a good spot here now, trying to give his team the lead. There's a runner on. They're going to try to keep him as close to the bag as they can.
There's a strike, and it is strike 1.
You don't want to see that runner get a big jump off of first base if somehow Fisher's able to plug the gap here, because that will probably score the run.
Touche the stretch. Long look, and now throws over to first.
I'm telling you, they're paying extra special attention over there, so if you are Schrank, you want to be careful here.
Here's the next. It's a strike. Runner going. The throw down is wide and off the bag. It's a stolen base.
Now, you knew he was going to pick a pitch, and that was a good one to go on. A little bit of an off-speed delivery and did not give Singleton much of a chance to throw that runner out at second base. Here's your base hit opportunity now if Fisher can get one here. With 2 outs, you know Coach Silkwood's going to try to score that run and get him the lead once again.
2 strikes and nothing here. Runner at second, 2 down. Fisher waits, swing and a foul back.
Good hack there. It's got to protect. It's an 0-2 count.
Touche against Fisher here in the 6th inning, 2-2 game. These teams with a rematch at Gordon Moore Park Wednesday, April 27th, later this month. Shells and Explorers. Low in the dirt, runner going to third, and he'll be there with 2 down.
Well, he broke on the pitch, so stolen base for Schrank there. I mean, he was taking a risk by going, and he picked a good pitch to go on. Now a base hit will certainly tie the game up, and if you're Touche, you want to be careful here. You don't want to throw something away and wild in the dirt and give him another cheap run here.
Stretch by Touche, and time called by the batter, but the pitcher brings it in. And it bounces in for a ball.
I'll tell you what, that was very, very close to being a balk. He had his total focus over on Schrank over there, and Schrank doing his best to distract him there. And boy, I'd like to see the replay of that again if I can. I almost think there was a pause in the middle of that delivery.
And there's a ball up and in as Touche that time went to the windup to stay out of that stretch to look at the runner. Now he goes to the windup. Roxana wanted the call there, and it's 3-2.
Can we take that back to the main headquarters?
Sure.
Get some replay here. Video replay.
Another windup for Touche. And a shot to the right side. Base hit by Fisher. It's an RBI single. Marquette takes the lead, 3-2.
Now there's your execution, and I'm going to tell you what, I'll give Schrank just as much credit in that base hit there as I will for Fisher delivering the RBI, because he steals second, steals third, darn near gets himself a run with the distraction of the pitcher, and you can tell there the whole time that Touche was, instead of focusing on his batter, he was so consumed with the runner at third base, he left one over the plate there, and Fisher made him pay for it.
Throw over to first, and the runner back diving in. And again, another inning, third inning in a row where we've had 2 up, 2 down, and then base runners. Mostly walks. And the walk, 2-out walk, comes in to score.
Telling you, they really can be a thorn in a pitcher's side.
3-2, Marquette takes another lead. They led 2-1 for a couple of innings. We're in the 6th inning here. Runner going, now comes back. It's a strike.
Sterrett's 1 for 3 in the game. He's got a single and he scored a run here today. Couple of sandwiched between a couple of groundouts.
Touche looks in, gets the sign, and here's another pitch. Fastball strike called 1-2.
How many times have we mentioned here where Touche's got the first couple of outs pretty easily, and then he just has trouble closing it out.
3 innings in a row. Here's a roller to third. Third baseman Briggs throws a wild one. He throws it away, and it goes out of play. And Marquette
they're going to have to hold
will either have
up.
second and third.
They're going to have to hold them up, yep.
Second and third with 2 down.
Once the ball gets beyond the cone over there, it's out of play. Once Jordan Briggs double clutched there, he still had time to get the base runner at first base, but then rushed his delivery, and the error once again keeps the inning alive.
Touche has allowed 3 to reach in a row. An error there, though, as he got the ground ball, but again cannot close out the inning. And now he'll have to face the cleanup man, Johnny Wilson.
And he's hit the ball on a line a couple of times here.
Strike
Especially
called.
Last time, flied out to left field. It took a good play from Perry to retire him.
Strike 1 to Wilson.
Walked, singled, flied out to deep left.
Low and away for a ball here. First base open.
How big would a hit here be right now?
Explorers have taken the lead. Nobody is led by more than 1 run in this game, though. Pitch high. Roxana led 1-0. Marquette led 2-1. Then it was 2-2. Now it's 3-2.
Touche flirting with that 100-pitch mark. He's up to 95 now.
There's a tap, slowly hit to third. Here's Briggs with another try. Throws him out at first to end the inning. Marquette gets a run, and they lead 3-2 now, middle of the 6th. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee, quality true value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer more than savings accounts, checking accounts, money markets, loans, and IRAs. They also offer a Visa Platinum Card, which rewards their members with low rates, no annual fees, no hidden fees, no balance transfer fees, built-in safety features to protect your card from fraud, and a reward program which rewards you for every purchase you make. Apply today for a First Mid-America Credit Union Visa Platinum Card at www.1stmidamerica.org.
We're going to have to do some late inning, get some late inning heroics, do some late inning magic here. If only down by a run though, so But they still have a couple of at-bats left here, but you've got 7, 8, and 9 due up, and you're right, it looks like Robertson is going to be the pinch hitter to start things off.
Danny Robertson, number 2, steps in. He tries to work some magic here in the 6th inning against Sterrett. We'll see how long Sterrett goes because he, like Touche, closing in on 100 pitches.
Started the inning at 90. I'm sure he'll get over 100 here this inning.
It's a strike at the knees to the pinch hitter. Robertson will be followed by Roberson, and it looks like Nelson Martz in the bullpen now for Roxana. Here's the wind and the pitch. High for a ball. Freshman Nelson Martz. Another one of the Martz brothers. Son of Coach Randy Martz at Lewis and Clark. Only a freshman. There's a strike.
Are there any more coming up?
I don't know. 2-2 now. Sterrett to Robertson. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Strikeout again in every inning but the first. So he's up to 5 in the game. Is that right?
1 per inning. You're right. That's 5.
I have trouble counting that high. So
to 5?
I need a little backup from you just in case.
Now Jacob Roberson, the number 8 hitter.
I went to school in Missouri. Remember that?
Oh, sorry. Fly ball near the bag at second. Second baseman wants it, has it. Peter Ball on the pop makes it 2 out.
I'm in media. That tells you how bright I am, huh?
No math, please. Here's Brandon Little.
Trust me, I didn't see a math class at Webster University.
Going to bunt, but it's too hard, and it's right back at the pitcher who flips to first. Out there, 1-2-3 inning for Sterrett, his second 1-2-3 inning of the day, but first in a long time. We've played 6 now, and our score is Marquette 3, Roxana 2. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RobertsMotors.com.
Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland back with you here at the ballpark at Roxana High School. Shells and Explorers, and we'll go to the 7th inning now. 7th inning. Harder, Silkwood, Anderson for Marquette against Touche, who's still out there, and it's strike 1.
Well, you want to keep it right here if you're Touche. You don't want to see that deficit any bigger going into the bottom of the 7th inning.
Ground ball left side. Shortstop McPeak throws out Harder. 1 down. Silkwood to the plate now. 1 out. 7th inning. Right-handed batter digs in and ready to go. Infield single his last time as he hit one to Briggs at third. Briggs made an error on it too. Ground ball to Briggs again. He'll try the third baseman again. High throw, but a tag by Martz. 2 down.
All right, this is getting to be a broken record.
4 innings in a row.
How many pitches to get 2 outs?
In this inning?
In this inning.
3.
Thank you. Last inning.
3 or 4.
3. The inning before that.
5.
4.
4. This is.
So in other words, he'll wind up with 25 pitches now here because we've got 2 outs.
He got it 2 up, 2 down in the 4th inning, 5th inning, 6th inning, 7th inning. 4 innings in a row. Ball low here.
And now he's 2-0.
2-0.
It's been the story of the afternoon here.
There's a strike at the knees.
So he's doubled up his pitch count to this batter in this inning.
Mm-hmm. And over 100 for the game, right?
102.
Foul ball to the truck.
103.
Well, Missy doing a great job. She's up on the truck today.
She got her glove up there?
She's ducking all over the place.
Catcher's mask maybe? Or?
That's a dangerous place. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 to end the inning. 1-2-3. Each pitcher has had 2 1-2-3 innings. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. The Shells need a run. They trail Marquette 3-2. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
Top of the 7th, Roxana with the top of the order in there. McPeak, Briggs, and Perry. So the right hitter's up for the Shells against Derek Sterrett. So here we go. Marquette leading 3-2 in the 7th inning.
But they've got
top
of the order here. So you've got the right bats that you want. I'm just looking over here on our third base side if they're going to warm up a pitcher just in case.
Might be Silkwood if they need him.
Looking for Wild Thing here, the closer, you know. Maybe we'll hear that, you know, the music.
Right. Charlie Sheen.
Exactly.
There's a strike to Chase McPeak.
They used the right guy calling Wild Thing in that, didn't they?
Yeah, way back many, many years ago in that movie. There's a chopper to short. Shortstop picks it up. Throw to first. Out there. McPeak diving head first to get to the bag, but the shortstop, Senior, threw him out.
Boy, good play by Senior, too. I'll tell you what, that last hop, he got it on a short hop, but boy, it wasn't the easiest play in the world. It looked like it changed directions ever so slightly, but he was able to keep himself in front of it. If he even bobbles that slightly, McPeak's going to get in safely at first base, but big first out to get here in the bottom of the 7th.
That will bring in Briggs now, and he taps one foul at home plate. Off of his leg, and he'll be at 0-1, and he is 1 for 3 in the game. He has scored one of the 2 Shells runs today. And they're trying to get it to Jacob Singleton because he's been the hottest of all, 2 for 2 with a walk. He would bat 4th in this inning, so somebody has to get on base. Up and in, and he's hit by a pitch. Hit by a pitch.
Tying run reaches base, and here comes Perry and Singleton. And we know what Singleton's done today. He's hit the ball extremely hard, but Perry's job at the very least is try to get that runner over to second base any way he can. You hear Joe Silkwood barking out some instructions.
Make sure we get an out, whether it's at first or second base here. If it's on the ground, it's in the air, foul, off to the left, out of play. Off the bat of lefty Brad Perry here. In a 3-2 game, Marquette trying to hang on here at Roxana. Swing and a miss.
Oh, he got him with the changeup there and had him way out in front. 0-2 now.
And there's a pitch outside a little bit there to Perry.
Just off the plate.
Stare at the stretch. Runner at first, the pitch. Up and away again.
Got it back even. Stare it now at 105 pitches. Touche finished at 104.
209 pitches in this game. That's some good math there. There's 210. Ball 3 up high.
Boy, he had him 0-2. Don't want to flirt with this danger now of maybe walking the potential winning run and putting him on first base. It's a big pitch coming up right here.
I'm not sure he'll face Singleton if we get that far.
I think you're right.
Pitch upstairs, ball 4. Briggs was going on 3-2, 1 out. But Briggs will cruise into second because it's a walk and the Shells don't have a hit in the inning. Haven't hit the ball in the inning except for a ground out.
I don't see Coach Joe getting up, do you?
Nope. Singleton to the plate. He could be the hero.
Walked in the first, singled in the third, doubled and scored in the fifth. Tying run at second, winning run at first base. Big spot here. Do I see rally caps over there? What does that look like to you?
Rally caps for the Roxana Shells. 4 walks for Starrett. He had 2 in the first inning, 1 in the third. He hasn't walked anybody since the third. But here in this 7th inning, he's hit a batter and walked a batter and swinging a foul back to the screen.
Big rip there.
Singleton, biggest hitter of the game as it turns out here. 2 on and 1 out. Marquette looking for a double play ball. Roxana looking for another base runner, a base hit. And it's inside. 1-1 from Starrett now to Singleton.
How would a double play here look for Marquette?
Looking for something on the ground if they can get it. Time called by the batter, number 13, Jacob Singleton, the cleanup hitter. Swing and a chopper to third. He'll tag the runner out right beside him there, and that will be the only out that he gets.
Well, I think he wanted to get a throw over there, and tell you what, I don't know, what do you think? Do you think it would have been better just to get to the bag, step and throw? What do you think?
Or throw it around the horn.
Yeah.
Second to first.
Well, I guess the lead runner has been retired, which obviously if
huge,
you want to get an out, sure. So the tying run still at second base. Winning run now will be a pinch runner.
Tyler Gentry, number 10. And Carlisle steps in, last hope for the Shells with 2 on, 2 out, 3-2 game. Carlisle waits, calls time, and Starrett will step off too. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 7th inning here at Roxana. 2-hour ball game. And the pitch on the way. Strike called. After the game, we'll announce our Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game.
That's a tough call right now.
Starrett ready to go again. The pitch on the way. Low and inside for a ball. One and one to count. 2 on, 2 out. 7th inning. 3-2 Marquette. The pitch. It's low and it gets away, and it's far enough for the runners to move up to second and third.
Now a hit could win the game. Definitely tie it.
Down in the dirt.
2-1 count here on Carlisle. He's 0 for 1. He walked and has struck out in this game, so he really hasn't made any contact today.
Pitch is inside off the plate. Carlisle waiting for a good one. .321 batting average to start the day. 5 RBIs on the year.
Now his run really doesn't mean anything, so if you walk him here, there's a base open.
Throws a strike in there, and it's 3-2 now. 3-2 with 2 on, 2 out. Here we go. First base open again. Second and third for the Shells.
You don't have to give in to him here.
And on deck, Jared Odell.
But then that puts that pressure situation on you where you can't afford to walk a batter either.
3-2 from Starrett. It bounces in, and Wilson makes a good play. And now they have the runner maybe between third and home, and they will tag him out. They tag him out. He is out. The runner coming down the line because the ball was in the dirt, but Wilson picked it up clean, and that's the ball game.
I'm speechless. You get a walk
to load the bases.
What was Perry doing there? I don't think he understood the situation. He's got his hands up. I don't think he understood what was going on. And he's talking about it with Coach. I don't know if it's a conversation or pleading with him, but wow, what an ending.
That's the way the ball game ends, and 3-2 in favor of Marquette over Roxana today. Back with a post game in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got top, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from.
Yeah! Woo!
Stranger endings I've ever seen. I mean, we see ball 4 and assume that Carlisle's taking his spot to go down to first base to load the bases up, and you've got Odell on deck. Granted, there's 2 outs, but he had an opportunity to maybe tie and win a game for his team, and I don't know. All I can think of there is to say that Perry just made a bad mistake on the bases, did not realize the situation. I'm going to guess and say he thought the bases were loaded. I don't know. It's hard to explain. We'll have to talk to Coach Arb there and see what the situation was, but boy, what a tough loss for Roxana. Big win for Marquette on the road to go to 2-0 in the conference.
And Brogan Fisher, 3 hits, including the game-winning RBI. He's our Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game. Fisher 3 for 4, including that RBI in the 6th inning that gave Marquette the lead, and they win it by a score of 3-2. Starrett and Touche go the distance. The winning pitcher is Derek Starrett. The losing pitcher, Ryan Touche. Roxana drops to 6-6. Marquette now 7-6.
Well, I agree. Fisher came up with the big hit in the game there in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs that drove in the winning run, and wound up standing up. Both pitchers, minimal damage allowed because they did strand a lot of base runners when they did put runners on base. And the way you look at this one is these teams are going to see each other once again. Well-played ball game here. Went right down to the wire, and Marquette came out on top.
That's going to do it from Roxana Park today. Again, the Explorers over the Shells, 3-2 in SCC baseball this afternoon. Thanks to our engineer, Mike Montgomery, and my partner, Louis Korak. This is Brent Birkland from Shell Country. So long, everybody.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend.